Meet Lori, the local lucky girl. Since childhood, she was told she'd either croak before graduation or become a maniac. Great motivation for studying, right? Lori is heading back to school, which is run by Vice Principal Breckenridge, an ex-nun who dreams of turning this snake pit into a finishing school for noble ladies. Spoiler alert, ain't gonna happen. There are 6 girls gunning for the crown. Count 'em on your fingers. Tiffany, the school's head bitch in charge. Christy, the rebel and dealer. Linda, the nerd. Debbie, the gossip. Melissa, Tiffany's lapdog. And our Lori. Her chances are 0 jack squat. But she does have a stoner best friend, Megan. This lady is so tough, she scares classmates by chopping off her own hand with a cleaver. Not for real, obviously, but the teacher nearly had a heart attack. Lori slaves away at a diner and drools over Tyler. But Tyler is Tiffany's boyfriend. That witch humiliates Lori right at work, demanding her food be served faster. But when the restaurant closes, Tyler comes crawling back for his jacket. And that's when the chemistry starts. Turns out, he believes in Lori's dream of becoming a writer because his own parents think he's a loser. Things are fun at Lori's house too. Her mom works security in 2 shifts and the town hates her. Why? Because everyone is convinced she stabbed her husband to death. Nice neighbors, huh? Meanwhile, rival Christy decides to pull off a drug deal. Success, cash in hand. But then a dude in a red cloak appears and thwack, hacks her to death. The other candidates are thrilled. Fewer competitors means the crown is closer. And the vice principal thinks Christy just ran off for an orgy with her boyfriend in the red boots. The maniac, by the way, is a gourmet. He only chooses victims from the list of prom queen candidates. He even burns Christy's boyfriend's boots to cover his tracks. D-Day arrives. Prom night. Lori walks onto the stage looking all beautiful. But the other girls from the wolf pack do a dance performance with the guys, totally ditching her. Lori stands there like an idiot, snaps, and goes backstage to get drunk. The nerd, Linda, isn't so lucky. She's looking for her flyers in the classroom. The lights go out. She gets angry, goes to find the prankster, and finds the maniac instead. The result? The girl walks back to her boyfriend, holding her own guts in her hands. Next, the maniac catches her boyfriend, chops off his hands, and gives him a chance to run. But try opening a door without hands. Spoiler, he didn't make it. -2. The party is in full swing. Someone finds Tiffany's head in the punch bowl, screams everywhere. But it's a mannequin. Just a cruel prank. Tiffany immediately points a finger at Megan. It's her, grab the junkie. Meanwhile, gossip girl Debbie drags a guy to the basement for a gift. Romance, dust, cobwebs. The guy gives her a necklace. They're ready to get down to business. But the maniac decides the foreplay has gone on too long. He slashes the guy. The killer shoves Debbie into the fuse box. The girl literally fries. Tiffany decides to finish Lori off mentally. She starts talking trash about her killer mom and calls Lori Rosemary's baby. And that's when our quiet girl loses it. Melissa, the only one with a shred of conscience left, gives Lori some makeup. Our heroine fixes her face, returns to the hall, and challenges Tiffany to a dance battle. And guess what? Lori wipes the floor with her. The whole room is in ecstasy. Tiffany is in a puddle of her own tears and alcohol. Tyler sees this and finally dumps her. Melissa goes to the restroom. Her attempt to escape fails. Turns out there are 2 killers. The girl gets shredded into salad. Voting begins. Lori wins, but it's too early to celebrate. The principal's son gives a speech. Megan tries to warn her friend about the danger, but Lori has caught star sickness and tells her friend to get lost. Lori and Tyler get some privacy in the auditorium. Kissing, romance, and a knife to Tyler's head. Lori screams, runs away, and bumps into Megan. They lock themselves in the basement and find a mountain of corpses. The maniac hacks at the door with an axe like in The Shining. The girls climb out the window. Megan cuts her hand, for real this time, and Lori jams a piece of glass into the maniac's shoulder. Lori runs back to the hall covered in blood, but they crown her anyway since she won. The maniac bursts in right behind her and starts slaughtering everyone indiscriminately. Students, the principal, the extras. He corners Lori, but Megan jumps him from behind, and Lori jams the sharp crown right into his eye. They rip off the mask. Drum roll. It's Tiffany's dad. The dude just really loved his daughter. He decided, If I kill all the competitors, my princess is guaranteed to win. Ironclad logic. The maniac's wife is in shock and turns her husband into the cops. Seem like the end? A happy ending? The girls are driven home. Lori, being a kind soul, decides to support Tiffany and stays over for a sleepover. Tiffany's mom sends the police away. And this is where the real trash horror begins. At night, Lori hears footsteps. It's Tiffany's mom creeping around with a knife. Turns out, madness runs in the family. Tiffany goes off the rails too. She screams about the murders and admits she knew about Daddy's plans. The whole family is psycho. Lori tries to bail, but gets a knife in the back from Mommy. The mother admits that she was the one who pushed her husband into the massacre. Tiffany wants to finish Lori off personally, but she talks too much. Lori pushes her, and Tiffany falls from the second floor right onto a sharp statue. Skewered like a shish kebab. The mom charges at Lori in a rage, but Lori smashes a trophy display case and brains her with an award right in the temple. Bam! Lori makes an epic exit into the sunset. But back at the corpse, the mom's eyes turn black, and the blood on the floor forms a pentagram. Demons, curses, Satanism. Welcome to Shadyside forever. Subscribe to the channel. We have plenty more instructions on how to survive the madhouse. Bye everyone, and don't lose your head. Literally.